Hey everybody, it's Card Fighter Hunter here, and today I am doing a Royal Paladin deck video, uh, review, report, profile, whatever you want to call it. Now, this build is an MLB build and a Snogal build in the same deck, and many of you may be wondering, well, how does that work? The answer is quite simple, really. When you're not running perfect guards, you have a bit of extra space for some extra grade 1s. So, yeah, here's the deck. I'm going to start with grade 3s. This is, I guess, technically Japanese restriction list approved because I only run one MLB. And honestly, the deck does really well without it because you have Wingle Brave and stuff that will help you search it out. So, one Majesty Lord Blaster. I would run more if I had him. Don't. I run two Palamedes, one's actually in Korean, so I would take them out and run like Marhouse or Disaster Dragon or something, if I ever, actually had to play this in a tournament. So two Palamedes, it's an amazing card, can hit cross rides unboosted for practically no cost or, condition, so very, very good card. One Gancelot, simply there to search out Blaster Blade. I don't. If I have to write it, I guess its effect would be decent, but 9K base hurts. Not that good of a card overall, other than searching for Blaster Blade. Two Pendragon, only because I don't have anything else, and it's actually helps you build up a bit of soul, and you can hear my dad yelling in the background. Sorry about that. So two Pendragon gains 5K the turn you write it. Other than that, I mean, it's a decent card. There's really no point in having a big soul in this build because I'm not running Soul Saber or anything. But, if you do end up having to ride this and you don't have any other grade 3s, and then you can superior ride into MLB, then that's going to apply a lot of pressure on the opponent. So, it's an okay card, I guess. I wouldn't run it unless I had to, which I do because I don't have any options in this deck. And then I run one Garmar because I only have one. So for those of you who don't know, when you play him on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, digicard from your hand, search for a Snogal. Technically it's a break even, but kinda not because he also I don't know if it's he or she. I think it's a he. I think it's supposed to be a he, even though he has long, beautiful, luscious, flowing hair. Whenever you play him, on Vanguard Circle, he gains 1,000 power for each of your Snogal or Brugal. I don't run Brugal, so that's kind of irrelevant, but that's pretty good because it's basically a limit break before limit breaks because, attacks plus 5k for no counterblast or anything. So it's a pretty good card, and you gotta run it in Snogal builds, I think. Pretty much a staple in Snogal builds. So that's it, 7 grade 3s. I run 12 grade 2s. 4 Blaster Blade, because Blaster Blade is amazing. Play him as Vanguard or Rearguard, Counterblast 2, kill stuff. I'm not going to explain, how and which, because it's separate based on where you play him. But, just got these today. Got a playset of trial deck Blaster Blades. Happy about that. So now my MLB is finally viable. Well, actually, it's technically not mine. It's mine for the moment, but I'll be giving it to my friend soon. Or because well, the MLB is his, everything else is pretty much mine. One Blaster Dark. Well, how does this deck even work with one Blaster Dark? Because Wingle Brave. Honestly, I only have one. My friend has more than I do, so I'm only running one for the time being. Might get more, although there's really no point because my friend's going to be playing this deck and he has 3. So, one Blaster Dark will have to do for now. Usually end up getting it because of Wingle Brave being there. Wingle Brave's fun. Because when you think about it, you have a third of a chance, theoretically, of riding Blaster Blade, and that's actually relatively large when you think about it. One Bedivere. I only have one. When you have a Vanguard with Blaster in your name, in its name, swings for 12 by itself. So, I only run one because I only have one, but even if I had more than one, I probably wouldn't run more than 2 or 3 because I only have one Blaster Dark and only one Majesty Lord Blaster, so that makes it kind of inconsistent if you end up having to use the Snogal part of the deck over the MLB part. 2 Akane and then 2 Garmor. I only run 2 of each. I would probably run more, but you know, for consistency's sake, 2 is fine. I was considering taking out one of these for a third Akane, because Akane is really good because this deck is not counterblast heavy at all. And discarding cards from your hand, this is technically a break even. This is a +1 because it requires no actual. I mean, counterblasting is a cost, but it's not really, like, you don't have to waste any advantage to play something, whereas this you would have to, you know, ditch a little bit of hand advantage. 2 Galatines from the Flash deck, because 10k vanillas are always good, especially in this format where cross rides and MLB and stuff. Got to be able to hit that 18k number easily, so 2 of him. And if you end up riding him on turn 2, that's not bad either, because then you're sitting at a 10k base. If you're going against, you know, mirror match or something, and they're like, derp derp derp, Blaster Blade boosted by Wingle Brave, swings for 14. Chololo, no pass. So I think 10Ks are very, very important in this format. And I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, I'm not entirely sure where my other Galatine went. Alright, so that's my grade 2 lineup. Grade 1s. 2K, good card. If you put him behind a Galatine or something, swings for 17, that's good. Put him behind Palamedes, swing for 20, that's really good. And then, you know, if they kill your Palamedes, okay, whatever, move it up, attack for 10. So, it's a very good card. I'm not entirely sure why they made Bedivere and Masquerade double R's, and they made Burning Horn, which does pretty much the same thing for Kagero as a rare. I think the only reason they did that is because you can play this on turn 2 and it will be useful. Also, this card is viable in Shadow Paladins because their whole ride chain is Blaster. Even though, you know, if you played Phantom Blaster Overlord, it would lose 2k if you had this on the field. But if you're not running Phantom Blaster Overlord, Phantom Blaster Dragon does not have the same skills, so that's not as much of a problem. But anyway, I forget what I was talking about. 2k good. And that's my sister that you hear. For Marin, because again, hitting 18k is very, very important. Or if they're playing Gold Paladins, which are somehow still popular, even though MLB and Cross Rides are out now. Put it behind a Bedivere, swing for 20. Almost every single Gold Paladin Vanguard in the game right now are 10k, except for Spectral Duke, which is sometimes, but not always, 11k. So again, 18, 20, good stuff. For Snogal, because if you're playing Snogal, you have to play for Snogal, because the whole deck's based around Snogal. And did I mention Snogal? Yep. Amazing card. Well, not amazing, but it's good, because if you have a full Snogal formation, then this boost for 9, this boost for 9, this column attacks for 18. And, you know, against cross rides, once again, very, very good. However, if you damage check one, or if you have to ride one, it's still good because it basically turns it into this, but it's not as useful as if you filled the whole formation. For the end, because I don't have anything else, and the deck needs the consistency right now, because, well, you saw the deck, it needs consistency right now, and I don't really have anything else to put in its place. And it's a 7k booster, which is, you know, it's always good. Not sure if you can hear that. That was my stomach. So, grade 0s, Wingle Brave. One of the best starters in the game. I would say the best starter for Royal Paladin, especially for MLB. You know, Barkle will run Band. If I were going to run anything else other than MLB, I would run Barkle, but you can't. I mean, you can, just not as your starting Vanguard. Anyway, good card. When you have a blaster, as a, I don't think it matters if it's a Vanguard or rear guard as long as it boosts a blaster, right? Yeah, when its attack hits during a battle, that it boosted. So 14, ride Blaster Blade and then move this attack. And then search out for MLB later. And then, yeah, win. Just as something that I thought was interesting, with my VN deck, I have not lost to MLB. Not once since it came out. Or, even before it came out. Not once. So, one Wingle Brave, good card. I run 3 Epona, 2 Alabaster Owl. That is it for crits, because your opponent at 3 damage, if you pull this off, they're going to be guarding tons, because he has an extra crit. And I don't think criticals are as useful in this deck as they would be in others, because MLB has a crit in it. And this deck needs the hand advantage, because theoretically you should be putting your grade 2, blasters into the soul. So, that's what you should be doing anyway. So because I run 5 crits, I run 7 draw, 3 Margle, 2 Govenon. Margle is a really good card. I would actually run 4 Margle and then 3 Govenon, but I only have 3. I know that's kind of cheap of me, but whatever. I mean, I could buy these for 25 cents, assuming they aren't sold out already, because it seems like everyone at our locals plays MLB, but that's just me. And then of course 4 heals. So, that is the deck overall. That is the deck, rather. Overall, it's a very, very strong deck. One of the best decks in the game right now, or at least it would be if, it was completed. But even then, even though it's not completed, it still works, like I've said, very, very well. So, thanks for watching. I'm not sure whether I should consider this a budget video or not, because, yes, it doesn't have perfect guards, but I'm running Palamedes and Majesty Lord Blaster, and 4 Blaster Blades, and Blaster Dark, and Bedivere, and K. So I'm just gonna call this a normal deck profile without perfect guards, I guess. So anyway, thanks for watching. I may end up doing deck profile videos of this, so we'll see. But or not deck profile videos, but match videos. Which every time I've tried to do a match video, somehow or another the footage ends up getting cut short. I have no idea why. It's really weird. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.